What is up, Dorkson? We are back. Josh Borkholder here.
What's up, guys?
Today we are starting our weekly comic book reviews, and this week I have something special for you. I picked up issues 1 through 6 of the Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover between DC Comics and IDW. The artwork, first off, the artwork in all of these,
oh yeah, for sure,
is great. Not only is it respectful, I think, to the Turtles, it's respectful to Batman.
For sure.
I don't know how the feel. I think the feel is more towards the Turtles' artwork style than it is Batman's.
Dude,
they're so close.
It's incorporated pretty well in both. I'd say it's 50-50 for sure.
Right. Yeah. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you a brief summary of what is in these issues, so you know before you buy what you're getting. Because sometimes people will buy comic books and be like, they'll buy issue 1, read it, like, oh my gosh, nothing happened at all in this issue. So that's what I'm here for. I want to read them and tell you guys, hey, this is a good issue, pick it up. Or this issue is like 20 minutes of reading about talking. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll start with issue 1 here. Once again, like I said, with first issues, it's a little slow. At least I thought. You have Batman in Gotham. The Turtles randomly show up through a portal, along with Shredder and the Foot Clan
and all of them.
And of course, Batman's investigating who are these Turtles, who is this Foot Clan. Shredder shows up, threatening Batman a little bit, disappears. And then you got the Turtles who run into Killer Croc in the sewers, which is awesome. Two reptiles fighting.
That was a good fight for sure.
I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, issue 1's pretty good. We check this out, definitely. I mean, if you're looking for the set, you're gonna need issue 1. But issue 1 on its own, I would say read it. I don't know if I'd recommend buying it.
I would.
But I'd read it. It's a good issue. I mean, content-wise for me personally. But moving on to issue 2 here of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Batman crossover. The cover here is a little plain Jane, but it's cool.
I think it's awesome.
It's cool with the outlines. I like it.
Just simple, nice. Josh in a little bit.
Yep. Very nice. In this issue, we actually have Batman meeting the Turtles for the first time. Because at the very last page of the first issue, he finally meets them. Sorry, spoiler guys, but he finally meets the Turtles. It's a crossover, they're going to meet. But this one he meets them. Beats him down.
Bats beats him down.
Bats versus the Turtles, issue 2. Great issue. I mean, Batman versus the Turtles, 4-1, and Batman, it's Batman. We'll see who wins, but it's Batman. So that happens there. The Turtles break into the Batcave. Get to know a little bit about Batman, see to trust him a little bit.
Yeah.
Splinter breaks up the fight between Batman and the Turtles to start opening up that trust. And that's what issue 2 is about. Moving on to issue 3 of the Batman TMNT crossover. I like the cover here, starting off.
Shredder.
It's got the Shredder, the 4 Turtles, and the Batman and the reflection of him. Very nice. I like it. This is where a lot of stuff starts to happen. Okay, we have
Brooks up here for sure.
Yep. Penguin starts to fund Shredder through his criminal empire, because criminals need funding, I guess. We all need funding. And he starts to help him out a little bit. Batman and the Turtles, I believe, confront them in here and end up retreating because it's too much
effort.
Then they go back to the Batcave and kind of discuss a return plan of what to do next.
Eat some pizza.
Lots of pizza eating, lots of jokes from the Turtles. Very respectful, writing-wise, very respectful to the Turtles, to Batman.
James always does well, though.
Very great. And they play off each other awesomely. It's one of those crossovers that you see and you're like, why hasn't this happened before? Because it's both. I mean, this is a great crossover. Moving on here, moving right along. Trying to keep this kind of brief and not too boring. Hopefully it's not boring. I'm not trying to be boring, guys. I love you. But issue 4 here. We've got Batman and Crime Alley with the young Bruce Wayne and Raphael, kind of sad.
First time I picked it up and I was like, oh, poor Bruce.
I know, it's such a sad photo. I mean, even Raphael's little sad face there. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, so heartwarming. But yeah. Good issue here. Picks off right where 3 left off, with them starting this big war coming. Shredder and the Foot Clan, of course, are going to take over Gotham. In this issue, Raphael is having a lot of trust issues with Batman. Don't know if Bruce Wayne's who he says he is. I don't know if he stands for what he says he stands for. But eventually, Bruce Bruce Wayne, takes him to Crime Alley and shows him his past. And eventually, they get on the same page. And they go to pursue Shredder. Who also, I believe it's this issue or the next issue, but he brings in Casey Jones, who has mutagen on him. And if you're not current with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics from IDW, current arc they're having is the mutagen they have to take every so often, every few days or weeks or whatever it is, to keep them alive, to keep them in their human form. If they don't take the mutagen, they turn back into turtles.
Right.
So the big arc is them trying to keep on this mutagen, trying to find a cure, trying to find a different way around it. So they cross over in this Batman universe, and Shredder knows this, that if he keeps them away from mutagen, that they'll turn back into turtles. So that's his plan here. And they actually build a portal to go back in issue 4 or 5, I don't remember, it's one of the 2. They build a portal to go back, and Shredder destroys it, because, you know, if he doesn't win, why should anyone else win? It's a villain persona. And so the turtles are left there and they're regrouping. Shredder brings Casey Jones through, because Casey Jones has mutagen excuse me, for the turtles. So he brings Casey Jones through, and he ends up stealing the mutagen from them, so the turtles can't thrive. And he ends up giving the mutagen to the supervillains in Arkham Asylum in Gotham in issue number 5 here.
This is my favorite front page here. I love it.
I do too. They got so many good Batman villains there too.
The cover's awesome. If you look deep in there, you can see Harley Quinn and the Riddler and stuff. It's pretty deep. Pretty neat. I dig it.
You got Shredder on top there, of course.
Poison Ivy's kind of hot there to the right.
But yeah, so he gets these super mutants here. And this leads into issue 5 here, where Damian Wayne shows up in issue 5 and beats the crap out of the turtles a little bit, and Casey Jones, because you know it's Damian Wayne, he doesn't trust people, and it's a little violent, booger.
Just a little.
Just a little. So eventually, Batman and Damian Wayne go to fight these animalistic villains. After taking the mutagen, they get animal transformations. Batman and Robin go to fight them. They get cornered. The turtles show up, save the day. You find out Ra's al Ghul is funding Shredder in the end to destroy Gotham in New York. So it's Turtles versus Ra's al Ghul, Batman and his just gigantic bat suit versus Shredder. Concludes amazingly well, very touching ending. I don't want to give away the ending, it was very touching. There's a question mark at the end, there's that possible part 2 series, guys. But if you're a fan of the Batman TMNT, either of those universes, if you love just Batman, you'll love this. If you love just Ninja Turtles, you'll love this. If you love both, you'll love this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, pick them up. They're pretty good. They're really good. Actually, I shouldn't say pretty good. They're really good.
They're awesome.
The cover's great. The artwork's great. That's the Ninja Turtles Batman crossover, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
For sure.
Stay for next week. We'll have doing Street Fighter and G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe crossover.
Actually, it's going to be really great. So we have that next week for you guys. Stay tuned. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.